Hey everybody, here we are, the final week 9 of the IF project, my Applied Humanities Challenge. And we've spent 9 weeks analyzing the poem If by Rudyard Kipling and seeing how we can apply it practically to our daily lives. And here we are again with my old browned copy of If. Here is the last stanza for us to consider. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. All right, the 800-pound elephant in the room, or is it gorilla? Anyway, the 800-pound gorilla, or mammal as it were, in the room is the last line that some people may take offense to. Rudyard Kipling was a man of his time, 19th century. So the focus on the world is yours, my son, is by our standards unfortunate, but I think it applies obviously to men and women can take this advice freely. And what is that advice? It's fairly straightforward, I would think, for most of us, but if you can think about you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run. The unforgiving minute. The world is really, we think of the world a lot of times in the negativity bias mentality of the world is the world's a harsh place, people are inherently bad, and we can come from that mindset if we want. We can also come from the mindset that everything's hunky-dory and all people are great and good at the root, and come from what some might think as a naive mindset. But how about we just think the better alternative maybe is to think that people are inherently neither. We have the potential for both, and it's that uncertainty, that potential for beauty and chaos, order and horror, in different balances that make life what it is, that make it the adventure that it is. So human beings are neither good nor evil, and they are both. So if you can fill the unforgiving minute that we're all treated equally by time. We all have a limited span here. We have a limited time here. But if you can treat that unforgiving, impersonal time that you have in this world where all things exist, good and evil, if you can put in the hard work all the time, or as consistently as possible. We all have times of ebb and flow. We can't be on all the time, but if you can at least be consistent over time and fill your time with the things that drive you, with your passions and the things that you want to achieve, you're way ahead of a lot of other people who just kind of drift with the status quo. And you're on your way to achieving your goals that you've been aspiring to, and the goals that Kipling has outlined as being a paragon of humanity in this poem. All the things that he says you should strive towards. If you can work towards all those things consistently, and all those goals and all those ways of living well consistently, then you are bound to achieve something. Perhaps not the goals you originally set out to achieve, perhaps in a way vastly different than you had originally wanted or expected to achieve them. But if you put that consistent work in over time, put in that effort, you can fill that unforgiving time, that neutral, neither good nor evil time that we've all been given, and create something of lasting value, and give something to yourself and improve yourself, and therefore by connection improve the world around you. Because it stands to reason, and it often flows, that if you create a better you create a better world in your environment around you. So that's it. You will take on the earth, and the earth will be yours. Your earth, your particular piece of the earth, at the very least, will be yours, and everything that's in it. And I think people will generally respond well to those of us who believe that we can take our fate into our own hands and our destiny and shape it. But the world is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Go out and seize it. All you have to do is put in the work. So that's it for If and the If Project. I hope you've had a great time going through this series. I hope you've given yourself a week break in between and trying to implement each segment piece by piece and small chunks so you're not biting off too much more than you can chew, and implementing these things into your life. Did you find this productive? Did you find this valuable? Did you find it to be there was areas that needed to be improved either in my presentation or in what you think Kipling wrote? I mean, do you think that there's less value in this than what I put forth? I want to hear from you, whatever your opinion is. And I'm hoping to do another one of these on a poem in the future, another piece of poetry or literature, short literature in the future, to help kind of break apart a piece of great literature and apply it practically to life, rather than just saying, oh, well, that made me feel warm and fuzzy for a few minutes while I read that. And it speaks to the human condition, something high level and vague like that. So I hope to do that again. I'm open to suggestions, but I have a few other ideas of what to do and which poetry and literature to use in the future. But I'm looking forward to hearing from you, looking forward to your feedback, looking forward to your success stories, anything you want to share. So for now, I'm Anthony Simeone with Live to Hero, and thanks for following this project, and I'll see you again in the future for more.